Hello students, I'm Dr. Himanshu Kanpal, Assistant Professor English, Government MS College for Women, Bikaner. In the previous video, we have studied the poem The Tiger, and in this video, we are going to do the analysis of literary devices in the poem The Tiger, written by William Blake. William Blake has structured his poem with 6 quatrains or 4-line stanzas. In these stanzas, he uses a variety of rhyming couplets, repetition, powerful imagery, and a lot of rhetorical questions to enhance the piece. Here, I would like to tell you what is a rhetorical question? A question that which is asked for the sake of persuasion, persuasive effect, rather than as a genuine request for answer or information. The speaker implying that the answer is too obvious to require a reply. Here in this poem, poet has made use of literary devices which are tools that enables the writer to present their ideas, emotions and feelings. Blake has also used literary devices in this poem to show the fearsome and yet magnificent image of a tiger. The analysis of some of the literary devices used in this poem has been given below. The first one is assonance. Assonance is the repetition of vowel sounds in the same lines, such as the sound of I in tiger, tiger, burning bright, and a sound in dear, its deadly terror's clasp. Then the poet has made use of metaphor. Metaphor is a figure of speech which is used to compare two objects or persons different in nature. We can say metaphor is an implied comparison. There are 2 metaphors in the poem. The first is used in the second line. In the forest of the night, he compares tiger with darkness and repression. The second is used in the sixth line. Burn the fire of thine eyes. He compares its eyes with fire or something evil. Rhetorical question that I have already told you. Rhetorical question is a question that is not asked to receive an answer. It is just posed to make the point clear. Blake has used a series of questions in this poem to emphasize his points, such as given below: what the hammer, what the chain, in what furnace was thy brain, what the anvil, what dread grasp. Then the poet has made use of personification. Personification is to attribute human qualities to inanimate things. Blake has used personification in the 5th stanza, where he considers stars as humans. When the stars threw down their spears and watered heaven with their tears. Alliteration, as we have already studied, assonance. It is a part of alliteration, assonance and consonance. Assonance is the repetition of vowel sounds, as consonance is the repetition of consonant sounds. So alliteration is the repetition of consonant sounds in the same lines, such as of t and b in tiger, tiger, burning bright, and the sound of fur in dear, frame thy fearful symmetry. Then the poet has made use of apostrophe. An apostrophe is a device which is used to call somebody from far. The poet has used this device in the first line, tiger, tiger, burning bright. Symbolism. Poet has made use of symbolism. Symbolism is using symbols to signify ideas and qualities, giving them symbolic meanings that are different from their literal meaning. The tiger presents the evil and beauty too. The forest of the night represent unknown challenges. The blacksmiths represent the creator, and the fearful symmetry symbolizes the existence of both good and evil. The earlier poems of William Blake are simple in language and in thought. They express poet loves and tender feelings. In his later poems, he was changed to see the events happening in the world. So, the poet has imparted symbolic meaning to the objects, like the lamb represents innocence, tiger, which represents fear and awe, and the stars. The lamb is the symbol of his love and gentleness. The fierce symbols have been symbolized in the tiger, and the darkness in the forest is the symbol of ignorance and superstitions. Imagery is used to make the readers perceive things with their five senses. Imagery appeals to readers' senses through highly descriptive language. It's crucial for any writer hoping to follow the rule of show, don't tell. A strong imagery truly paints a picture of the scene at hand. Blake has used imagery to show this unique creation of God, such as what immortal hand or eye burned the fire of thine eyes, and in the forest of the night. Language and music. We can see the language of the poem is very simple. It flows smooth like water. The lines produce a rhythmic sound. The words sound sweet to the ears. The repetition of the first stanza in the last increases the beauty of the poem. It also enhances the force of what poet wants to convey. The atmosphere of the poem is of wonder and terror. The tiger is a fierce animal. In real life, it creates a terror in the heart if one sees a tiger. The poet wonders at this creation of God. Both the beauty and horror are combined in this animal. We have studied about the imagery, and the poet has created the beautiful images in the poem. The tiger places before us the image of fierceness. As soon as our eyes approach the word lamb, the idea of its gentleness at once comes to our mind. The imagery of the stars in this cosmic world is very attractive. So, The Tiger is a well known poem of William Blake. This so the tiger, we can say, is a spiritual partner to his previous poem, The Lamb. In The Tiger, Blake speaks of an idea about creation and creation of evil. The tiger is the opposite of the lamb, because instead of talking about the creation of good, he speaks about the creation of evil. In The Tiger, Blake uses a very powerful rhyming scheme along with a lot of allusions referring to both Christian views of God and the Greek Roman gods and goddesses throughout The Tiger. The poem itself presents a sort of strange view on one central question that he repeats twice in the poem, referring to the evil of the tiger. Who could dare frame thy fearful symmetry? So, the literary analysis shows that Blake has skillfully employed these devices to make the poem simple to understand. This is all about the literary analysis and analysis of literary devices in the poem The Tiger. Thank you.